live, and we are live. Hello, everybody. Can one of my compatriots please check the sound? If everything is all right, then we'll continue with our endeavors.
I can hear you well. Now I'm testing for my sound.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Sai, can you please say something?
Hello, hello, hello.
I'm a maroon. Cass, can you please?
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, I think we are fine sound wise.
Then okay, let's go live then. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Nation of Dice. This is the podcast. No, I'm sorry. Twitch stream. I'm confusing everything. Twitch stream where we play a D&D, a group of people from around the world. And one of those people around the world is someone below me, who also has a Twitch channel of its own, of his own. He actually has two, I think.
Yeah, actually, mine alone, only one, but I share another Twitch channel with some friends. I am Eritham here, that's my own, and Crítico Crítico, that is my RPG channel, but that is in Portuguese. If you speak Portuguese or if you're interested to be exposed a little bit, join us, even though I'm not actually playing anything there right now.
Right. And then we have diagonally off the screen, we have the one that lives in my town.
Hello, I'm Kaz. I live indeed in Groningen in the Netherlands. And last week I died, so yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen this week. We'll see.
And then the one that we have from Texas. Would you like to
Mhm.
introduce yourself, my dear friend?
Hi. Yeah, I'm Sai. I'm the Texan. It's very cold down here. We're not used to this kind of temperature.
Yeah, apparently you have the snow that we don't have.
Yeah. No, only like northern Texas is getting
Okay.
snow. I live more like I live closer to like the coast, and yeah, no, it's not fun.
Well,
No.
sorry to disagree. I wish I could be wearing what you're wearing right now because this morning Rio de Janeiro was impossible. It was hot with the AC on.
Yeah. We experience at the moment a very windy day, extremely windy day. It's not as windy as last week, where every tree fell down, but it was very windy today, wasn't it, Cass?
Yeah, it was a funny story about last week. So I heard this yesterday, but my for the American soccer team was playing last week, and next to the field, just a tree collapsed next to the field. So I found it very funny.
Yeah. Go. So, let's see. What are we going to do next week? I have to. Oh yeah, I have to do this manually because we cannot expose yet what happened. What's going to happen? But I'm gonna ask. Uh, Sai. I'm gonna ask you
Mm.
what happened last week.
Well, Drago almost staged a very successful like silver grab until Sureem and Void were both like, no, let's not get in trouble with the law here. And yeah, he tried to give it back after some convincing, and he ended up throwing it at their knees. So after some quick running and hiding, we went to his match, and there were orbs for us, and we joined him in said fight out of pure sheer luck.
Yes, that was quite an unplanned an unplanned thing. Which oops, I'm removing. I'm gonna switch. Give me a moment. I have to remove this plate. Yes. So for now, we're not going to reveal what's going to happen because you were last. You were still in a bar, and last
we
you
we
were
had
in the
just
tavern. Yeah,
finished.
you just finished. You were given a pearl. Uh, from whom was that pearl?
We don't know his name exactly. We do know that he's undead,
Mm.
or at least I know he's undead.
Sudim, do you remember where he got that pearl from?
I'm
Or
not
Drogo got the pearl
mistaken.
from?
Well, actually, we got that horror, if I'm not mistaken, from
Uh-huh.
that ship full of skeletons and those shady figures.
Uh-huh.
And our now deceased companion Drogo got that pearl after beating the wood because he was a wood beater. A moment of silence, please. Thank you. So we got the pearl, and basically Drogo bet the pearl in a tournament he was sure he could win without help. After not winning the tournament with help, the pearl was returned to us by this undead shady figure in a shady in a suspicious place full of strange people, and I believe that's it.
The last thing that was said to you, I think this is yours. And one of you, or one of your characters, asked fun, but that was not part of the deal. We would lose the pearl, right? And he said, the soul was enough.
Yeah.
After the moment, you are still standing with your hands on the globe where you came out of, or at least teleported from. Void, what did you feel at that moment?
A very like heavy and dense sense of undead. Everything in there where we came from was definitely undead. And when we came out, there was still undead. It was powerful, but nowhere near as much as in there.
The tavern keeper, he gives you both a drink. He doesn't say anything. He just hands it, slides it to you two. He looks at Void and he looks at Surim. Silent. The creepy figure, that undead figure, retracts and goes back to where he came from. It's like the lights that were around this attached to the walls were dimmed. It feels like there is only focus on you two right now.
Hmm.
What would you like to do?
Uh, really quickly, out of character, how much HP did you go back with? You told us we were healed or like got our HP, but not how much.
Totally recover.
Total. Oh, total heal. All right,
Mm-hmm.
cool. 30 more HP for me. Uh, well, I'm just gonna kind of look over at Sareem, like in shell shock, basically. What just happened?
Well, I think Dragos lost the bet, but he didn't know that he was betting his soul instead of the pearl.
I'm I'm more than a little firepower to try to fight our way out of here. I think we just best take our leave.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. I don't think fighting would be wise. Let's just go.
There's a gold piece on the bar area, like the countertop.
And when you go outside, it was late, and you feel the lateness just fall on top of you. Strangely enough, it feels that it's not super late, but it's late. it feels um normally if it gets like dawn, you feel that the darkness comes upon you, and you have that deep feeling that you are sliding into a night where it's just not a good feeling. It's not a feeling of danger, but it's just not a good feeling. I want you to do a perception, please.
Both of us or just
Yeah,
side?
both of you.
Just one.
Both of you.
A 13.
17.
While you look up into the stars, you see a figure walking on the roof, going from um, roof to roof to roof. Kind of tries to be hidden behind the facades of the roofs, but you definitely see, and you almost you can see it. It's even a female figure.
Okay. I just say out loud, I'm not in the mood for that. Either show yourself or leave us alone.
Well, I was wondering where you wanted to talk. We were supposed to meet tonight, didn't we?
I suppose I don't quite recall at the moment. You'll have to forgive me for being a bit undone.
When the figure comes towards you, closer to you, you see it's Erin Maria Rosa. I see that someone is missing. What is going on?
Drogo died. They took his soul.
I don't, we don't. There's so little we know. We know he has his soul, but we know not in what shape or form, because there wasn't even a body.
Ah, he went for the challenge, didn't he?
And failed.
Yeah.
She takes from her side a book. She mumbles something and also somatically does something.
Yes.
You joined him, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to help him. We couldn't let him go alone.
Well, you were lucky. Normally they take all the contestants.
I think it's simply because we didn't make the deal. We just went with him.
Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. So what are you going to do now?
Don't know.
Sleep. Come back with an army of the Raven Queen to take out whatever that place is.
You can try.
Though I'm far more concerned that even exists in this city with the presence of the Raven Queen's church being strong enough here.
Let's say there is a balance to maintain.
What do you
How
have in mind
much
then?
how much do you know about the Phase Noir?
Hmm. They sometimes meddle with our business because we were looking for someone that one of them was looking to.
Right. And your name was Void, correct? What do you know about the Phase Noir?
I know they act as kind of like a guild of, I think, thieves or assassins or spies, and I guess they act like local police sometimes around here.
Well, that's kind of a very close, accurate representation of us, yes. That's why we haven't moved against them yet.
Y'all understand they're slowly letting more into the city, right? They're building up somewhere. I don't know where. Hmm.
Unfortunately, the Face Noir have other concerns, and one of those concerns is the war. You are aware we are at war, right?
Yes, it was one of the steps we were going to take, trying to help you guys after all.
Indeed.
Hey, we were in fact contracted, or at least y'all had asked us. I'm not entirely sure how y'all do business quite yet, but I know y'all asked us.
It's mostly in boons. You do something for us, we do something for you. Money is not of concern to us.
I'm a cleric. You really think I'm in it for money? Just a
No,
week ago, I was just helping people.
I'm a bard. I'm in it for the money.
right. So, if you need anything, dear cleric, if you do something for us, we will do something for you. With or without permission of the Raven Queen.
I think I can quite get behind that at the moment.
Right. Well, since you are cut off a hand, I will try to find someone else to do this mission. For now. You seem both very upset. I suggest you go to the luxury tavern or inn. I remember not cannot remember what that name was. Where you slept the first time.
Are you saying that in character or like out of character? You can't call the
In
name.
character.
Okay, cool.
I see you should go
I
there.
suppose
Don't worry about the money.
I suppose we should get some rest and preferably something to eat if we can. I
But
think
I
we should
hate
pay a little bit.
to owe you a favor, so please, if there's a mission you have for us, maybe just wait for us to sleep this one night, and tomorrow will be up to the challenge.
I expect nothing less. Just go to that place. I think it was something with mermaid. I can't remember. Go there and just tell them that the rose is gold.
Okay?
They will know.
Let's go.
Really kindly, thank you.
You, while you were doing this, I presume you were walking. You were not standing, or you're just walking along. While you were heading past the street, she just leaves.
I don't think I'll ever get quite used to them just up and disappearing like that.
Actually, you will. And after some time, you secretly get a little bit happier when that happens because it means they do not meddle with what you're doing after that.
Hmm.
But I'd really like to sleep a little bit. I'm not feeling very well. I have to digest what happened tonight.
That's fair. You knew. Sorry.
The
You
Raven
knew.
Queen bless you, brother.
Yeah, you knew Drago quite a bit more and longer than I did, so
Yeah, you'll be missed. I hate to admit it, but you'll be missed. He could punch things really hard. Mostly my patience, but other things too.
While you are walking, you pass along the place with a luxury deck of a patio with people sitting in front of it, um, And on the patio, there's a silk curtain that gives a little bit of a fade, so you are not instantly recognized for who's sitting there. You go along. A gentleman approaches you. You need a residence to stay?
Yes, please. And the rose is gold.
Indeed. Please follow me. When you enter, it looks a little bit different than the last time. This time everything is purple and gold, decorated that way, which is a very strange color for this town. Um, Most of the times that means that royalty is coming. That is something you have come across, Surim, a lot. When royalty would come, things would be decorated in gold and in purple. You will have to apologize. Tonight we have an honorary guest. That's why tonight the bar downstairs will not be available this evening.
No problem.
It's all right and fine.
He goes upstairs and he leads you to the room, and you pass a couple of guards of the Urumshike, the city guard, dressed in their gold and their red scarlet colors. And he brings you to a suite. I don't know if they have the thing called a out of character. I don't know if they have in the fantasy scene a term for um, a top roof room. Um, what do you call that again? I know I lost the word.
Penthouse.
Slanted
A
ceiling?
penthouse. That's what I mean. A penthouse.
Okay.
But it's like close to that. Um, it's like a roof that was opened up for a part, and that became the penthouse. So you have a good flooring and a flat roof. So you're looking at all the other roofs in the area, but you have a balcony and you have a big terrace actually on top. Please remain here. Um, if you need anything, just ring the bell, and we will provide you with anything. Be sure to lock the terrace door, just in case.
Okay.
He leaves.
I'm going to. Is the terrace door open?
Yeah, the terrace is open. Candles are lit. Um, Still in the traditional red and the gold colors, because it's not decorated like like downstairs. And you have a clear view of the sky. Of course, you have a little
Okay.
bit of a light pollution, but you know.
Then I'm going to take my lyre and I'm going to play something calmer, and it will be like a requiem in honor of my fallen friend.
I'll be doing the prayer as well as he's doing that beside him.
Okay. Um, you do a religion test, and you do
Ooh,
a performance roll.
that's bad. A 9.
Hmm.
18.
The music that Sorim was playing. What actually were you playing? What theme were you grabbing? What metaphor are you using? Or you're just playing music, just instrumental?
I am probably. I'm not singing. It's just instrumental, but
Uh-huh.
I'll probably play something that starts very agitated and very energetic, but
Hmm.
slowly drops the rhythm and becomes very melancholic and slow. Just to represent the life of a barbarian that suddenly stops.
Void, you try to pay a prayer and to pray uh, very hard, but for some reason you are enraptured by what Surim is serving tonight. You are so distracted. Um, Let me see if you can keep your composure. So roll a sanity, please.
Mm. Ooh, a 17.
Even though you are very, you are in touch with people, you are in touch with souls, uh, but this music also touches you instead, the other way around. Though you are keeping it, you are still going strong. You can resist the urge to shed a tear. What did you say in that prayer? What were you trying to say in that prayer?
Oh, it was a silent prayer so Stream could focus on his music.
What was your main focus for that prayer?
And hopefully for Drago to reach the judgment of the Raven Queen or whatever god it was that he served, because I know he mentioned one twice, I think.
It's late. We are now around 4 o'clock. You heard downstairs, you did hear a lot of footsteps during the night. Uh, and you also heard people enter. Make not that much noise, but a little bit more. Just the occasional stepping in and stepping out of people, uh, out of the out of the communal area. Are you both staying up till the morning?
After playing the song for a while, I'm going to stop. I'm going to close the terrace door just in case it rains, and I'm going to lie in bed and sleep.
I'm gonna sit on the bed like holding. I've taken off like on my arm and everything, just holding my spear. Like I just wasn't enough to help Drago out. And then I will promptly lay down after leaving the spear at the side of the bed.
I want you to do a sanity roll. See how your psyche works while you sleep. While you sleep.
Oh, I'm getting nightmares. That's an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Me too, or just sight, just white.
Okay. Yeah, both of you, because you're both sleeping.
Oh, natural one.
I'm getting nightmares. You're getting like straight up night terrors.
Yeah.
You get the feeling that you're falling, both of you. And while you are falling, you see each other during your dream. You keep falling, and then you just land. You don't feel pain, but you just land like a doll was dropped on the floor. Far ahead, you see a character. I think a strange character. Gus, how describe that character, please?
You see an L, at least it looks like an L, wearing a breastplate armor, um, and some neat clothes, so fancy clothes, with green eyes, pointy ears, but really white skin, brown hair with short brown hair with black stripes in it. Um, yeah, that's what you see.
I look outside. Who is that?
I was hoping you could tell me. And then I'm gonna like reach down to see if I'm wearing like any armor, if I have my any of our gear with us.
The way he's dressing, he looks like royalty. The last encounters I had with royalty, well, it was 50-50. One was really bad, the other one was okay.
I've never had encounters with royalty before, so
You're lucky.
There you go. This is what you see. You both wake up. And actually, there are three people waking up. Because on the terrace outside, you hear a poof. It's not a bang, it's just a poof. Ideon.
Did you hear that? Did someone summon the Kuchoji no Jutsu here?
I certainly heard whatever that was. I'm gonna take a look now, and I'm gonna grab my spear and like try to peek out the door.
Well,
Elon, you are on the floor.
Oh, not again. Where am I now? And I look
Huh.
around frenzy.
does the Raven can give you, dreams of the future?
Do I know that?
Roll roll a religion.
Oh no, I don't know what the Raven Queen can do. That's a 4.
Okay.
Well, if
Well,
you ever find out, please let her know that I want out of it because I am not one of her pawns. Yeah, and
At
you
the
have a
word
problem with your spears. Seek help.
at the word pawn, I would like to use the blunt end of the spear to just smack Suri.
Oh, that is aggressive. Huh.
Pardon us, and I'm gonna turn to the man who's on the floor.
Next time,
This
try
is
not to hit my throat or my face. Prefer the backside of my head. Less damage for my job. So, hello, kind being. Who are you? And what are you doing here?
Nice to meet you. I'm Sir Elian Elperius. I'm very sorry to have found him. Um, yeah, I have the habit of appearing out of thin air sometimes when I go to sleep. It's a bit weird, but if you can excuse me, uh, I'll leave you in your home and I'll find my way back home. Where am I?
Well, this is definitely not our home. This is just a room at an inn. But you are in the capital of Verdia.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm far away from home.
Where are you from?
Um, well, where am I from? I am from a lot of places. I travel around.
Join the club,
Uh,
but I know where I was born. I know where I was raised. So where are you from? It's not difficult a question.
that
I'm a
you
knight,
think of, Sareem. There's still much debate on that, Sareem.
but I am a knight for the Greybane.
So what, sorry?
I'm a knight for the Greybane.
The great what?
The Greybane,
What is that?
the family Greybane. Please,
Oh, okay.
roll history, please.
please, you can't be this ignorant.
Do I roll history too, or just Sareem?
20.
20. No, because this might not be something you know. Oh, actually, you might. Roll history too.
I might.
I got a
Now
dirty
that I think
20.
about it, you did travel around, so
Yeah, that's a 16.
you both heard of Greybane. Greybane was an important royal noble family that came from the Bordino Delta, so it came much more inland than the capital. But that's kind of what you heard. Um, you were on 18, right?
No,
I rolled a 16. Sareem
You
rolled like a 20.
20.
you were 20. Uh, you know that one of the family members works for the king in the city.
Are you the one that works for the king?
No, I do not work for the king.
Well, one of your family
Who
members
works?
does.
One of the family members does.
Yeah, that's what I heard in all my, wandering around because I also travel a lot. I'm a bard. I'm glad I made your acquaintance. Just out of curiosity, does your family have a family symbol? Family crest or something?
I think you misunderstood me, but I'm not part of the family Greymane. I was a knight for the family Greybane. Or am a
Oh,
knight for the family.
okay.
Was, am, what does it matter? Family Greybane. I serve them.
I quickly look at, actually, quickly, no, I purposely look straight towards Sai and say, oh, you were a knight in service for the family and part of the family, but not part of the family and not really serving the family. Okay, I get it. Simple enough. But do you have any symbols of that family? Because I stumbled across some symbols in a ship, and I am curious to see if this family has the same symbol. Would you happen to have an example of the family crest or something?
I grab the amulet I got on me, and now I look at Omaru.
You look at me and you thinking, what does it look like? Well, I don't know yet, but I do know that Surim recognizes that crest. Um, it is a you know for sure that this is commonly used to identify someone's knighthood to a particular house. Uh, and you have seen it. You have even entertained that family in the past.
But this symbol, actually, I asked mostly because of the symbols in the ship, like the
It's
the
none of
panel.
those. No, it's
None of
none of
those.
that. No,
Okay.
no, no. Because they were in
There
uh
were old versions, yes.
yeah, they were not one of those. No, it's not one of those families. Not from the ship. Not
Okay.
the seven royal families. No.
So I look at the symbol. Huh. Okay. Thank you. And I give it back.
No problem. So,
Well,
sorry for interrupting. I shall be on my leave if you don't need me.
I think we don't need you, but we
But
are
also,
going to have breakfast.
hmm,
Unless you happen to work for the Noir, then I don't quite think you have any business with us.
I could go for mm, a drink, maybe.
I I believe the bar was closed.
But sorry, what time of the day is it? Was it
It's all.
morning
It's now
or
morning. Yeah, it's
it's
now
morning?
morning. It's now a bit late in the morning because I presume that you fell asleep late, so you're
Mhm.
now getting close to 12. So close to the afternoon.
Well, I wasn't thinking about any alcoholic drinks at this time. I thought about, food, sustenance.
Breakfast.
Yeah, sure. It's fine for me. I won't say I have an appetite, but I can eat something.
So join us then. Why not?
Sure.
Void, can
Hmm.
you do a religion test, please? A religion roll.
Religion roll. Interesting. All right. Oh, I don't know squat. That's a 6.
Well, you do know there's something odd about him. There's something not right about him.
Could I take this religion test as I might have heard something in my wandering about?
You know that Void is um unsure about something. That's what you get. That's the vibe you get from him.
Hmm. Everything okay, Void?
I, I can't quite put my finger on it. Really, I can't. I don't know. Just a feeling.
You're not questioning your faith right now, are you?
Now that I'm gonna start like again to lift the blend into the spear.
Oh, at least you're learning. Now you hit for the back of my head, not my face. That's good. Improvement.
An odd relationship do you guys have, don't you?
Well, I have a relationship with music. He has relationship with guilty and serving some outer-worldly patron.
And
I
I have
am not a warlock. Do not paint me in that picture.
Is the Raven Queen in this world?
That's like asking if any other god is Supreme. The answer is yes and no.
You serve another worldly patron.
Oh, in this case, a matron, but
Yeah, just because she's considered a god doesn't make her any less of a mistress.
except for the whips. But okay.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
And sometimes not even those, because if you think about some gods of fun and stuff,
Viewers.
You
Okay,
both
that's
heading downward.
yeah. Well, well, while we're walking down, I'm gonna finish the rest of the question. Um, I suppose we were an adventuring party, but we don't have our third anymore.
yeah, we lost a companion, a brother, a troublemaker.
I may, so can I ask how or what happened?
He thought he could handle trouble bigger than himself. In the end, he couldn't.
Hmm. Sounds like a noble man.
Oh no, he was not noble. He was strong, but he was reckless.
Hmm. Well, maybe we'll meet him again in another life.
I
I don't
doubt
think so.
that.
You said as a choir. Uh, you get down. You get down. And you sit down. You're being seated by a lovely girl, a little elven girl, and she points out that these are your seatings, and what would you like to have for breakfast, or in this case, a brunch?
Hmm. I'd like something with meat.
Indeed. All right.
I'm not picky so long as it's warm, man.
Indeed. I will be right back. And by the way, what type of beverage would you like to have?
Well,
I'm gonna.
do you have beer in honor of our fallen companion? He was keen on alcoholics.
Oh, that I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Of
Wine?
course, I will bring you some beer, some
Oh, thank you.
ale. Yes, indeed. And you, father?
I'll just take a glass of water, and please bring 2 cups with the wine.
She walks off, and a couple of minutes later, 15 minutes later, she comes back. She serves you kind of a surf and turf combination between crab, sausages, and some vegetables. She brings you a type of porridge. Oh, give me a moment.
Mm.
She brings you a type of porridge flavored with floral oils, honey, and next to it, of course, two glasses together with the ale.
Thank
Have a great
Many
meal.
thanks, man.
you. Okay. So now that we can talk, you seem actually you seem quite heavy armored.
Talking to me.
Yeah. Sorry, you mentioned earlier that you have the habit of popping in strange places as you fall asleep. What is it
Yeah.
exactly?
So I don't know what it. Yeah, it's hard to explain. I've had this for a few decades now. I think decennia. I don't remember. It just happens, and then I need to find my way back home. But sometimes it's harder. Sometimes it's easy. But well, that's why I don't have a home a lot of the times. I just travel.
Well,
And what do you guys? Why are you guys here? I mean,
good question. We don't know.
Just getting here is a long story. I'd say it'd take probably about a solid hour to be able to tell everything about it.
well, I got time.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we got a meeting we have to make.
Speaking of a
Well,
meeting, there is a woman walking in, dressed in red. She does have a red hood, so you can't really easily see her face. She looks around and she walks up to your table.
Hmm. Do we recognize her?
You, once she approaches the table, you immediately recognize that is Maria Rosa.
Oh, hi, Little Red Riding Hood.
Well,
Welcome.
I haven't heard that said to me, but all right, I'll take it. And I thought you were missing a person. You make quick friends, apparently.
Yeah, that's a funny story.
I suppose the better word is associates of chance.
I don't know who you are, but I'm Sir Aurelian Alperius. Nice to meet you.
Imperious. All right. She stays quiet for a while, and she says, "A very long time there was an Imperious serving the family of Greybane. A very long time ago. A very, very long time ago. He shouldn't be alive.
Well, maybe he's dead indeed.
Indeed. Well, I come here for the two. How are you feeling today?
Better. Well enough to do something so that we can focus our minds in the future.
Good, 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 good. And our father?
Uh, Rightly enough, I suppose, to be able to do this next job for you. And I do believe we're soon to be sent to fight, are we not?
Well, plans have changed a little bit. Unfortunately, they made, as you know, we are fighting the hobgoblins at the moment. And they have gained territory on us here in the city. Their
Here?
next. Yes. They have a hold somewhere. We don't know where that is, but it is a secret holdout. We need you to find that holdout.
Yeah, that would
Sounds
be
simple,
fun.
right?
Nothing, nothing cures mourning better than killing people.
I don't suppose we have to kill yet, Stream. I think it we'd be better played if we surveyed, found them, came back with reinforcements.
That was the plan exactly.
Oh,
Well,
I'm sure. I'm sure
since
there will
I'm
still be plenty, Serene.
since I am here at the moment, do you guys maybe need a helping hand?
yeah, we kind of lost our meat shield. You could be our metal shield?
A much a great meat shield, or as you will call metal shield, but I can do something.
Oh, that's great. And I called you metal shield because our last shield really didn't wear much. Just,
I was rightly surprised he wore pants most of the time.
yeah. And that was difficult to convince him to do so.
She looks at you, Ilion, and she says, "Can you show me your amulet?"
Yeah, if you really want to. But wait, how do you even know I've got an amulet?
The Face Noir know a lot.
And if they
I'll
don't know, they pretend they do.
I'll hold up the amulet.
She makes a mental note, and you see specifically that she's looking at certain parts of the amulet, and she says nothing. She says, "Mm-hmm. All right, thank you." Avoid. Um,
Mm.
you were given. You gave your temple a couple of coordinates, haven't you?
Hmm. Yes,
I suggest you visit them.
I do suppose you're right. I always know we can expect some help in the church.
I suggest you visit them. That is where the first lead is. Um, that's the only lead that we have right now. There are rumors that they are hiding under the temple.
That'd be very difficult to hide from the Raven Queen in her own home. But I will take your word that there's a lead there.
Correct. It's just a lead. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it is something. It's time for me to go. If you have any questions, just wait for me.
Hmm.
Okay. Thank you. See you. Nice travels. Nice talking
Thank you.
someone.
She leaves, and the girl that was serving you before is um, is everything to your liking?
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much.
Hmm.
She leaves.
Well, I suggest we finish eating and then we go to Void's church to check this
Before we
lead.
go, before we go though, we should have one for Drago. And I'm gonna reach for one of the two cups that are with the wine.
All right.
I'm going to
But
raise the mug.
I'll wait for you guys to finish. I'm not that hungry at the moment.
You make a small salute. Salute to the strange way Drogo disappeared.
Hmm.
You look around. I need you two to do. I need you to all three do a perception roll.
Come on, I'm a cleric. I should be good at this.
16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Mm-hmm. You notice that outside, because let's say you were sitting close to the window outside before the patio, uh, you were seeing that there are some figures also shadowing you.
Hmm.
Hmm.
They are figures in red, which you know it's not the face noir.
Hmm. Well, Floyd, would you
Hmm.
like to check who those people are? Or would you rather go
Certainly.
straight to your church?
Give me just a moment, stream, and then I'm going to use my Eyes of the Grave on them to see if I detect undead.
They are definitely not undead. They are as
Hmm.
alive as possible.
I do believe they might want to dust up Serene, but I think we should visit the church first. I quite don't like entering the House of the Raven Queen bloody.
Hmm. Well, either way. By the way, it kind of freaks me out the way that the Rose stuff call you father, and that's why I may change it to daddy.
Keep in mind, Void is only barely 18. So he has no, he's 18 and been sheltered in a temple all his life. He has no concept.
Well, after you, daddy.
So
I'm glad I get to bring this meme to life. That that rightly feels weird, Serene, but I'll allow it.
you're actually telling me his name is Daddy?
Oh no, that's just a title.
Huh?
You know, just like for example, bless you, father. You say bless you, daddy. Or when he hits you because you were naughty, you say because you feel guilty, you say harder, daddy.
I
But
I
if
have
I
been
may
known
ask,
to cleanse the sins.
what actually are your guys' names? Because I wanted to be polite, but now we're gonna travel together. I would like to know who I'm traveling with.
After
Serene, you
you,
want to go first?
daddy.
It's hard for me to keep a straight face, but for Void, it doesn't affect him. He just thinks it's Serene being silly. Well, Void Jihi of the Church of the Raven Queen was apparently, I guess, it's the thing to call people Daddy of the Father. So
I am Surin the Bard with obvious daddy issues.
All right, Mr.
considering we
Reem,
fought him, yes.
Mr. Reem and Void. Well,
Hmm.
as you know, I'm Sir Elian Alperius, but you guys can call me Sir Alperius.
All right,
My
Elfilian.
name is Alien Alperius. My friends call me Alien. You can call me Sir Alperius. Okay, so let's then face the red hooded people.
I would prefer we go to the church first. I don't
Okay.
want to
Who?
enter in with blood on my weapons.
Why do we want to fight the woman that just
Oh
gave
no
us
no
the
no no.
objective?
Oh sorry, Sir. I forgot your name. Sir Pubis? Arius?
Alperius.
Oh, period. Sorry, I have a bad memory for names, but um, don't look right now. But there are people wearing red hoods that are shadowing us. Shadowing us. Not exactly servers. Yeah, that's exactly what I didn't want you to do.
When that happens, Void sees that the two that were shadowing go scattered.
Gone.
They were just
Okay.
go somewhere else. They just got melted into the crowd, just
You did it
disappear.
to me. I do it to you.
Okay, we can clearly see that this person is not a paladin because he doesn't have high charisma to know how to do this covertly.
If you don't mind me asking, Sir Elias, what exactly can you do other than use a weapon which I haven't seen you brandish yet?
What I can do? Well, I can fight. I got a shield, but I rather not show indoor what I can do. Tends to freak out some people.
Okay, fair enough for me.
I suppose that's a fair answer. We should make our way to the church now.
While you walk to the church, I want you to do perception rolls, and it takes a
Perception.
while. Uh, it takes a while because it's busy today. It's really busy. Soldiers are still running around. Supplies are being bought and brought into the main fort of that is located here in Bedia. Uh, a lot of unloading, a lot of men and women going on ships, sailing off. It is really busy this time at the port. And what are your results?
Three.
Oh, look,
13.
ship 5.
I had a
Oh,
three.
uh,
13.
and it is so busy that you, Ilion and Surim, get so distracted by everything and everybody. You notice that a lot of weapons are being moved around, and automatically also a lot of food supplies and long-term food supplies are being moved around. Void, you notice something else. There are two figures that are shadowing you, and these are not the red figures that you saw before. These are figures in black.
Serene,
Yeah.
like as we're walking, you happen to know anything about an organization with figures in black?
Hmm. Well, black is a black noir, mostly.
Yep, face
Would
noir
I
is
could
wears black.
yeah, would I be able to tell if like that's the same like at least like style of clothing that we've seen?
Do a history check.
Alright.
See if you remember.
Claire, Claire, Claire. I remember nothing. I rolled a 6.
Yeah, you don't really remember. You've seen Eren Eren a couple of times, but not enough to say, okay, that's the style they're wearing. Because last time she was in red, just in disguise, basically, and last time she was in black. But it was night, so you didn't really know. You couldn't really see the style. So that's basically the result of your roll.
Well, I believe we've got some tails, but I can't quite tell if they're the tails we like or the tails that we're gonna get rid of.
Well, I don't like either of them, but at least one of them is paying us to do something right now.
I suppose.
By the way, if we ever see those red hooded people again, I'd like to have a word with them.
But you guys are talking about tills, but the only till I see is that one of Serene. What are you talking about?
Well, I hope you like my natural tail, but actually, we usually have two other tails after us. One of them hired us, the other ones are the guys in red that
Oh,
kindly recoiled after you looked at them not so, you know, carefully.
yeah. Sorry, I'm not that perceptive, if you could say. I tend to
Sure,
miss some stuff.
don't worry about that.
And as
Well,
you, sorry,
let's just move on. Pick up the pace. I really want to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible.
Everybody is moving in front of the square of the Raven Queen. The same scene where you see her statue. Her statue has been moved a little bit, and she has shown concern on her face. Keep in mind, it's a statue that does that. You walk in, your fellow brethren are busy uh, herding the flock, basically, doing their rituals for people's loved ones, doing their pleas. And one of them is approaching you. Hello, brother.
Brother, might we have a look underneath the temple?
To what purpose would you like to do that? It's not very uncommon, and you know the the higher sanctuary is there too.
I don't know. It was located there. Apologies, brother. I was informed that perhaps there were people hiding underneath the temple.
What gave you that idea?
I was told there was a tip by someone hiring me at the moment for a job to seek out a rather unsavory element in the city.
You're picking up jobs. Is there something you are dissatisfied with our temple?
Oh, no, not at all, brother. Just currently, personally, I myself have been contracted by the gracious host of the city, or at least an organization. I'm not entirely sure how it works with them, but I was personally approached and contacted. And given that some of the goals align with keeping the country upright, I couldn't quite say no.
Oh, indeed. Well, as long as it is sanctioned by the Raven Queen, then we'll be fine. Um, yes, I will see what I can do for you. Um, at the moment, they're doing an annual ritual, and there are some preparations concerning the war too. Um, would you mind helping out?
Well, yes, of course. I always loved enjoying getting everything right and ready.
Indeed. Please report upstairs. They are preparing packages, spell packages, and pray, pray sacks to, to give everything, to escort everybody the right way.
All right, now, brother. I'll be heading upstairs. Oh,
He
and
leaves.
please don't. Okay.
Oh, you were saying, sorry?
I was just gonna tell him like the new guy is with me, because he might remember Drago, but not this new elf.
Yeah. Drogo, he will not remember.
No, not this one. No, this one that won't remember it. There are a couple of clergy really focusing when you move and you go both upstairs, or all three of you go upstairs. There are some clergy that you know turn their heads, not because of you, Void, and not because of Serene. You
Oh,
clearly see that.
hmm. It's very silently. I like talk to myself. What makes him so interested now? Two different groups would pay attention to him.
Sorry.
No, pardon. Sorry, Surima. I tend to do that.
What's going on?
I have no idea.
Just silent prayer, and I would like to roll deception on
Um,
that.
Okay, roll perception.
Not the deception. I want them to think I was just doing silent prayer. I wasn't
Oh,
saying
right, right,
anything.
right, 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 right.
I could convince them the moon was cheese. That's a 19.
Oh yeah, yeah.
can
There's
you
nothing going
show
on.
that
There
up?
was nothing wrong. He was just doing his prayers. It's a little bit strange doing that upstairs, but going upstairs, but it might be something that happens here. You get upstairs. Um, like we said, it's the spaces where where they operate are on the side. So you enter a big space, a room where there are a lot of um clergy, male, female, and everything in between, working, putting candles in bags, making rewriting prayer books. It's all in that same space, and they're not huge prayer books. They're just, the most important prayers and most important
The
things
pocket
you
size.
need. Yeah, it's a pocket Bibles, basically. And they put that in the bags, uh, and one of the sisters walks up to you. Ah, hello, brother.
Sister, I was sent upstairs to offer some assistance in any way I could.
Right, right, right. We have a slight problem. A slight problem. We miss one of our scribes. So if you please, take a seat and help us copy some prayers and the occasional spell, if need be.
Of course, sister. You can use either of these two to anything you need. I suppose that one there in the armor is going to be rather strong.
Good, 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 good. I need some movement of candles, if you don't mind. Will you be able to help me?
Is
Yeah,
she
we
talking to
can
me still or
try.
to one of them two?
No, to the other two.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
sure. I can
Good,
try.
good, good, good. Well, thank you, brother. We'll be back, and I'll take you to the our candle maker room, and she leads you to a other space. You go out of the room, you go into another space, and it smells like candle. It just smells like that, and it's mostly beeswax based, and you get that floral scent of honey uh, in that whole room. Um, we have a shortage of candles, so if you can help our brother making candles, that would be excellent.
Okay, we can try. I'm not very trained in the making of candles,
Oh,
but
oh, it's very simple. It's just dip and dip, dip and dry, dip and dry, dip and dry. It's gonna be fine. That is something you cannot make a lot of mistakes in.
Seems a bit boring, but sure.
Boring,
I
but
just
most
nod.
definitely important.
I just nod, but in my head, I think you're clearly superestimating my capacity for doing right things.
Um,
One of the other clergy help you out, trying to set up, and I want you to all to see how you were doing. So let's do a performance roll.
Oh, that is
Everyone?
20. 30, 20.
17.
17.
Oh. Alright, let's see. Performance. 13.
You managed
At
to.
some point, at some point during the making of the candles, I look at, sorry, what's your name again?
It,
Oh, it is there.
30.
Paris. Paris. It's there. Thank you, nameplate. Thank you. So I look at your Paris candle and I start singing. My candle brings all the birds to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. They're right. It's better than yours. Can teach you, but I have to charge.
Oh, Shareem, I just have to give you inspiration for that.
I would like to point this
Can
is the
I?
second time he's gotten inspiration, one of which was when he made
Is the
a
cleric? Is the
spicy
cleric?
joke.
Is the cleric watching us, or is he busy with
there,
other
yeah,
stuff?
there are 5 or 6 clerics working at the same time because there, a big amount of wax has to be formed into candles. A big amount. Speaking of amounts, you were able to make 100 candles, Serene. which is quite an achievement within a couple of hours. Uh, Pirios, you managed to make half of that uh, with the help of the standard technologies, but some of them you just dipped too fast, and the layering was slower than with Surim's. So the timing with Surim's layering was good, and that's why he was able to get more done. And of course, Void, you were patient. You took concentrated, and you finished 3 books, which is quite an achievement.
Woo. As I was going along and writing, some of them just came from memory. Like, I remember this prayer.
Okay. Um, you started in the somewhere around 2. We're getting close to the afternoon. You are being summoned. Time for prayer, and then, of course, the meal of the day. One of your one of your fellow clergy is walking up to you. We are approaching time for prayer. Would you like to join us?
Of course, brother. I will have to ask my companions. I don't quite know if they're rightly into prayer.
Indeed. We'll go pass by them then. You, Surim, and Elpirios, you see Void come in with one of his fellow uh, clergy. Well, it's time for prayer, and after that supper, would you like to join us for prayer?
I'm not the kind of praying person.
There is no pressure. There's no pressure. Don't worry.
Um, no, thank you. I don't pray either, but I'll wait outside.
Indeed, indeed. You're welcome to continue the candle making, uh, but there is no. We don't. We don't want you to be forced. Feel forced to do this.
Well, I think I'm going to wait outside with my peer.
Well, brother, if you follow me, please.
Serene,
Yeah.
are they gone?
Yes.
Are they all gone?
There. All the clergies are out of the room. Yes.
Serene,
Mm-hmm.
um, this might actually be a good moment to look for the hobgoblins.
Sure. And I start whispering some verses. Let me just check something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My oh my, let me escape other people's eyes. Let me be out of their sight. And I cast on myself enhance ability.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to enhance my dexterity so that
Okay.
any tests are made with advantage, and I am trying to stealth my way around the temple.
Okay. Roll for
I'll do the
stealth.
same. I'll go stealth too.
Cool.
17.
19 with advantage. Thank you, spell, because the first one was a 6.
What direction are you going?
I'm looking for some way to go down, like
Okay.
stairs or ropes or something that will point me
Well, the
down.
normal way to go down the stairs, but very obvious place, is just the regular stairs you came up with. But if you want to climb down via a niche or whatever, or via a supporting beam, you can.
No, I'm going to go the safest way, but I will, of course, choose also the least populated way.
Okay. Yeah. You find a pair of stairs that are is a spiral stair. It's not a elegant stair, that grand
Mhm.
stair. It's just a spiral stair. And yeah, you are now on the ground floor. In a distance, you see Void praying with the fellowship of the Raven Queen in the middle of that area, and you are close to kind of the altar for simplicity's sake. We'll call it an altar, and you're like on the side of the building right now.
Okay, I'm looking for any other passageway that we haven't seen that could, I don't know, based on the exterior of the building, lead us to a place where there could be some kind of opening or hole or something.
Okay. Void, I want you to roll perception.
Boy, am I about to see them and flip out? We'll see. That's a 15.
No.
Nope.
They are way too stealthy right now.
But
What
you
you see?
have the impression that at some moment during your prayer, someone whispered, nerd.
I
All right. So you're looking for a place where it's not very occupied and a secret pathway, basically, right? Um, roll for investigation.
I actually am gonna message Void. I'm gonna say to him, "We're gonna explore, find the hobgoblins. Make sure to to notify us when you stop praying." End of message. You can reply if you want.
What? You can reply if you want that. That's the part that gets me. Okay, that's unfortunate. I don't think I have a spell to actually like talk back.
Oh, you can reply to
You
it.
can just reply. Yeah, you can just
Yeah.
reply.
Oh,
That's part of the
uh,
spell.
uh, oh, okay, okay, yes, sure. Hmm, interesting. Interesting. Let's see.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That's it. That's the message.
Uh, I was looking through my spell list. I'll say, okay, be safe, and I don't know anything about this temple, so I can't give him any advantage.
Right. Okay. What were your investigation rolls?
Oh. Well, mine's 12.
Mm-hmm.
Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
That's 12 as well.
Okay. You look and you look and you look and you end up in the kitchen.
Well,
Not the worst way. What are the entrances to this kitchen? And is
Uh,
there any disposable hole or something? A place where they throw the garbage or something like that?
no, there is a place that leads to what you think is the sewers, but not where you dispose your stuff. The kitchen is very much. It's a big kitchen. It is kind of 5 or 6 times a bus. That's kind of the space. And so an elongated bus. So those very long buses that, for example, Mercedes makes. Um, and in the middle there is a big fire On the side, they're all stations to cut stuff. The walls are like full of cabinets and shelves with everything you need, like kitchenware, silverware, but also, of course, stock, just simple stock. Uh, it has a big window on the other side, like a huge, a couple of windows actually, so high ceiling windows that lets all the light in, and there's a direct connection to the outside.
I'm going to open every cabinet carefully just to check if there isn't something like maybe a fake wall or something.
All
But
right.
of course, I'm just going to do it if the kitchen is empty and I feel it is okay to do so. For example, if I hear footsteps coming close, I'm not going to
Mm-hmm.
do that.
Ilion, what are you doing?
Hmm, just gonna investigate for hidden passages or hidden ways down or something.
Okay. Roll for investigation.
Uh, Another 12.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Sareem?
Ooh, 19.
Okay. Ilion, you don't find any special passages. Not to a secret place. Not to a secret cabinet that has a passageway, something like that. Uh, yeah, you don't find that. Sareem, however, does find a one cabinet that is a real cabinet, but he tapped a book, and then all of a sudden the cabinet was gone. It doesn't. It's not wide enough to be a passage. It's more so a um, like a secret closet. When you look into the secret closet, you find it looks like an artifact.
I take it.
When you take it, it is it's a glove. It looks like well, it looks like it's a glove. It's decorated with all the Raven Queen's traditional symbols and patterns and um, when you take it, you had the pearl, right? You had the pearl on you,
Yeah.
and that pearl is starting to shine and get hot in your pockets.
Well, I'm not go. Well, I'm going to do what any sensible person would do. There's something hot in my pocket. Ooh, a glove. And then I'm going to take the pearl with the glove so that I don't burn my hand.
Ilion, you feel you drop on the floor while this happens. You just simply drop on the floor.
I walked you in. Um, I'm gonna check if he's all right. So,
Well, you're not alright because you fell on the floor. You just fainted.
oh, I also fainted.
No, you fainted. He didn't faint.
I didn't.
Oh, wait, what?
Do I hear the thud of the body falling?
Yes, you heard the thud of the body falling, and maybe he even took a chopping block with him.
I place the pearl in my bag again, in my pocket again. I take the glove and put inside my backpack or my pocket or on another pocket, avoiding contact. I go towards him and say, "Hey, hey, hey, sir, are you all right? I know that. Are you all right, Cerebrarius?
It takes a
Remember
while, but he slowly wakes up. And while Ilion was falling, and you heard in the kitchen something fall, Void, it was a little bit of a ruckus, so you were able to sense something is not right. Something happened.
My
Okay.
intuition is gonna be like, oh, that's them. Do I notice any of the other clergy go towards the kitchen?
There are some that were on the side, and they were looking up, and they did go to the did go into the direction of the kitchen.
I will also go in the direction to just because there are others going in the direction of the kitchen.
Right, right. There are a couple of sisters are going into the kitchen right now.
Oh no.
Do I hear the steps?
Yes, you hear the steps. Yes.
Um, Tell me if it's
Yeah.
possible.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to get some of the pans
Mm-hmm.
and place them on the floor. Not drop. I don't want to make a sound. Just place them on the floor
Okay.
and cast a
Mm-hmm.
spell.
Yes, I'll let you do that, and you have to roll deception for that.
Okay. Deception. Natural 20. Total 27.
The sisters come in
That's
first.
why I'm a bard.
The sisters
I
come in
am
first.
I am going to create the sound with my minor illusion. I'm going to make a sound of mice running. You know, the squeak,
Mm-hmm.
getting far away from the kitchen, like coming from the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
getting far away from the kitchen. And
I
I'll tell Sparrows, hide, hide, hide.
Oh, oh. One of the sisters is running inside, and she said, "Oh heavens! Oh heavens! What happens? What happened? We heard some kerfuffle."
uh
Oh,
We
is he all
saw
right?
a
Is he all right?
sorry, yeah, sorry. I saw a mouse and I fainted. I'm very sorry.
he's
So
very
I knocked off
sensitive
some
because of
pants.
rodents.
Roll a
I knocked off
perception.
some pants.
Roll a deception, please, Leon.
Ah, come on. Where is it? Ah, there. Ah, 6.
Let's use your statistics. What are your statistics for this? For insight? +5? Yeah, +5. So that is a 9. So they 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 know something is up. we don't.
I
We
tell
do
her,
not have mice here. We have had weekly sweeps. We are sure that we don't have mice.
oh,
Um,
sister, I'm sorry, but this window to the exterior, they might have gotten here and you didn't notice. And, you know, my friend here, his nobility, so he's not used to seeing rodents and he's very faint of heart. So
I
when that humongous rat came out of the cabinet, dropping down these pans, he got scared and funnily enough, the rat also got scared and ran away. It went that way. I think if you guys run, you can still catch it.
Boy, this is the moment when you come in.
Oh no.
I is she still alone? Is it only her inside?
No, she's with two.
Uh,
She's with two people.
Okay. I'm gonna point in the direction that Sareem was pointing in. I'm gonna say, I hear it.
Okay. Roll a deception.
I could convince them the world is flat. That is a 24, sir.
and then they grab from they grab from a storage somewhere. They grab sweeps, and they run that in that direction. This is unheard of in our kitchen.
Sorry, and actually we're looking for the restroom. Uh, that's why we got lost.
They were already wrong. They were already gone because they were like
No,
chasing
yeah, but
those rodents.
I have to support the lie.
Yeah,
The best
yeah.
lie is when you have multiple layers, you know? So,
Void, you see that there is an open space inside the wall with cabinets.
Interesting.
ooh, I
First, I'm
forgot
gonna
that.
turn.
I'll try to close it.
I'm gonna turn to Sorim and Ilian. Either of you care to tell me what actually happened now?
Well,
Um,
I don't know what happened. I only know Sirim stole something and then I dropped to the ground.
that's an interesting way to put words. I did not steal anything, but I can talk to you, Void, about that later, not here. Okay? But it is important. Finish your nerdy stuff of talking privately to your otherworldly patron or mistress in this case, and then we can talk back in the room. Daddy,
When he does the otherworldly patron bit, I'm gonna again turn like the blunt end of my spear and like like right between the eyes.
Right between the eyes.
Yeah.
not the face. This is my job stool. How do you expect me to, insult people if I look hideous? I mean, insult people not with my words. That's unacceptable. But anyway, well, pray the guilty away. We wait for you at the inn and then we talk. Okay?
Um,
I'm gonna. Can I roll an insight to see if I can figure out like what that was when he like closed that little opening? Alright. Insight. Oh, stream. Oh, sorry, that's a 22.
You know that was probably something important. You don't know what it was, but you probably thought that is something important.
I'm I'm gonna just like walk. I'm gonna like judgmentally stare at Sareem and walk past him and try to open it up like when he closed it.
While you were touching
as he
around and moving the
as he
books, it opens again, or the book disappears, and so you have to see that open space again.
as he does that, I'm going to say, Void, trust me when I tell you, I I will explain everything to you. Not here, not now, because if there is invasion here, I think I may have made their lives harder if this is what they're looking for. And you can bring it back later. I swear to you. I swear to your God that you can bring that later. But let's talk and not here.
can
Let's
I,
talk.
at this same time, use sleight of hand to get the cloth out of the backpack of Shireen? And
Yes. While Void is passing Sureem, you can do that. Uh, because Void also saw, while passing Sureem, that there was something very light in one of his pockets. Very bright. It's basically glowing, and it's glowing through his fabrics.
I rolled a dirty 20 on sleight of hand.
You got pickpocketed, Sareem.
You got pickpocketed, and you didn't notice a thing.
I say, Foyin, hold your hands up, and
I'll I'll hold my hand out like skeptically.
I'll throw the glove onto his hand.
Look at those dirty hands. People know how to slide your hands to unattended places, right? I hope that doesn't end up somewhere I would feel offended.
I look at the glove and I like raise it. Like I look at it and I look back at Stream and I look at it again, back at him, like expecting an answer.
I give that look like, "Ugh." I get the pearl. I reach for the glove, not aggressively, like I raise my hand, palm up.
I look like quizzically at what he's doing and I'll hand it to him because it's clear he's trying to show me something.
I dress the glove and I touch the pearl.
And Ilion falls on the floor.
I take the pearl with the other hand. I give back the glove to Void.
Mind you,
I
this
take
happens while the pearl is shining, so you might be also a little bit blinded by the light.
kind of like with a hand like raised past the light.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
to see.
something like that.
As I see that, I place the pearl in my pocket again. And I stamp the hand that is with the glove so that he can take it.
I'll take the glove and be like, well, I don't know why that affected our associate here, but I suppose you should get him up before the the sisters come back.
Especially because they're probably coming back again because he's full armored, he dropped to the ground again, and that's why I didn't want to have this conversation here. But I partially did that because he pickpocketed me.
And of course, the
Ah,
two sisters are coming up because they heard kerfuffle again.
I'm
What? Who
gonna
was?
pocket the
What happened?
glove
What
and
happened? We heard something fall.
Oh, this friend here again. He thought he sent the smell of the rat, but actually it was nothing. We tried to convince him. He didn't believe, nobility.
I'm gonna stay on the ground
I'm gonna
and
back
not
up
go
Serene.
up. I'm
Be
gonna
like, yeah,
stay.
I
I'm gonna stay
Okay.
laying down
Okay.
until
Surim, you have advantage on your deception roll.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
stand there with my hand on his shoulder, just nodding.
Well, the first one was 26, but just throwing again, yeah, not 23. So it's a total of 26, my deception.
Ah. They assume that whatever you said was right, and they go to Elion and trying to the other sisters trying to grab some water and some towels and trying to dab his head. Um, well, is he all right? Because he feels very cold.
Oh, yeah, it's just a nail thing.
Hmm.
His skin is a few degrees colder, just like I'm a few degrees hotter. It's just my physiology. Um, don't worry, sisters. Thank you for your assistance, but we are going to take him to the inn to rest. I think he has seen, or he thought he saw, too much of a rat for a day. I
Hmm.
wonder what will
All right.
happen if he ever travels by ship.
Right. Right. Okay. Well, make sure you get good rest, and it's time for supper. Maybe you are lacking just a little bit of food. Please go and to the feeding hall.
Yeah. Thank you. We are going to the inn. There we will feed him something. Thank you very much for your hospitality. And I'm going to help him up,
Mm-hmm.
place his arm around my shoulders, and say, "Come, come, brother, let's go." Brother Void, we expect you later. Then, when you finish your praying, and I leave with Elperius.
I'm gonna
Yep.
try to
just
convince the sisters that because he's so noble, he probably wouldn't eat the food at the church.
Okay. Roll deception.
I again could convince them that the world is flat. That's a natural 20.
Oh,
Oh.
look, who would have guessed that the priest could
Uh,
lie?
Yeah.
it's not a lie. We haven't even seen him eat yet.
I'm gonna immediately when we're outside, I'm gonna just walk, just straight up walk, not even
Oh,
being look like I was fainted
oh,
All right.
because I was already
great!
awake.
Finally, let's go back to the inn and let's wait for Void.
Boyd, are you
Leads the way.
you're going to the dinner hall?
Yeah, because I do have to talk to that one priest when I first came in about going further down.
Mm. It is time for the meal of the day, and you meet him. He sits next to you and like, I have talking to the others, and they find it very peculiar. They are not from the Phase Noir, are they?
I don't understand. I do I know do I explicitly know she's from the Flaves? I know she's
Uh,
talked about them, but I don't know specifically in character if she works with them or she is one of them.
we are about Eren, right?
Hmm.
You know from Surim, I think you dropped it a couple of times that she is Phase Noir.
Okay. Damn. So I'd have to lie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. um, I don't know exactly her allegiance, but I know she, in fact, the person who's contracted me, she, in fact, does, I believe, business with them.
Indeed. Yes, well, old records have shown that there are some parts of this building that have not been used for a very long time. And if I mean used for a very long time, I mean a couple of 100 years not used. That might be the concern that the Phase Noir has.
Hmm. I suppose it can't hurt to always take a look.
Well,
Though, brother, if I might ask, what is it that they do? Many people seem very guarded around them.
around the Phase Noir. From the outside, it seems like they're very ambiguous. They support you or they stab your back, and it can happen at the same time. That's from the outside. What we
And
have
the inside.
experienced, what we have experienced while working with them, they have similar goals at ours, but ours is spiritual and theirs is worldly. Sometimes they align and sometimes they don't.
I suppose it would rather serve everyone in our best interest if we took a look still, brother. Can't hurt to help, but it'll definitely hurt to leave it alone.
Indeed. I will tell the rest to open up the spaces. If we can get to them, they have been closed for a very long time.
I understand. I will return with my compatriots as soon as I can go get them from the inn.
Indeed. Salim, Ilion, where are you going?
To the fancy tavern.
To the fancy tap. You are being greeted again, and you are, um, our esteemed guests. Um, are you staying with us tonight again?
Yeah, we would like a room, if possible, the same room we were in. On us this time.
Right. That would make 20 gold, please.
Yes, sure. I am going to give them the 20 gold.
Okay. What, just like that?
I am I am going to cry a lot because that is like 20% of my gold.
That that that's more than I even have, I'll be honest.
If you need anything, um, then just Ring the bell and we will make sure that you get what you want.
Thank you.
You go upstairs.
And we wait for Void.
Void, it's up to
Mm.
you. What are you going to do?
Yeah. I'm gonna head straight back to them. I'm going to assume Suri meant the fancy inn because he didn't mention anywhere else.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna head right
You,
there and ask the desk if they've seen him.
yes, yes, yes. They are staying in the same room as last night. Where you were staying too, of course.
Thank you kindly, and I'll start heading up.
You get back together. You do, Surim, notice that the terrace is stuff was moved on the terrace.
Hmm. In what sense?
Like a table and a chair was moved. A candle that was on the table, a wind light, was moved from one side to the table and the other side of the table. Some decorations, some decorative items were fallen over.
They were looking for us. Okay. I think we also have to face those red hooded figures because probably those were the ones looking for us here. Face Noir would have access to this room normally.
That's the moment you come in, Void.
Hmm. We've got permission, and there are, in fact, parts of the building that haven't been opened in quite a while.
Um, yeah, that is something that we have to look for. But actually, this is the thing I found in that secret cabinet, which was super weird. The moment I touched the pearl, because I felt the pearl get hot and lit up when I put the gloves. The glove. It's only one, whatever. And when I touched the pearl, our friend Nobleman here dropped to the ground.
That was why I ended up on the ground. I cannot really recall what happened.
And
Interesting.
you were a little bit colder. By the way, are you feeling okay?
I am fine.
That's interesting. There'd be no need for anti-elven weaponry.
I don't think it is that the case because, well, for starters, there were only me and him in the kitchen the first time, and I was in contact with the glove and the pearl. He was not. And when you were there were only you, me, and him, and he was the only one who didn't have any contact with the pearl nor the glove. This might be an indicative of something. But also, if there really are hobgoblins down the temple, they might they might have been looking for the glove. What if this is a weapon that they're looking for?
Well, we could try it again. Shall I try and put on the glove and touch?
Before he
Oh,
finishes that sentence, I put on the glove and touch the pearl.
He's out.
What?
Well, I
Just,
just didn't want him to have the pleasure. I take out the glove, pass the
just a
glove and the
moment,
pearl to
Serene.
Void, try.
Just a moment, Serene. I'm gonna put the glove and the pearl together. I'm not wearing it. I've just bundled it together. Is he still out?
He's still out.
I'm gonna go check him. Like check his pulse.
Okay. Roll a medicine check.
Medicine. I'm a cleric. I should be good at that. I think. Oh yeah, I got a +5 in medicine. My modifier is higher than what I rolled. I rolled a 9.
He's cold. Um, he's ki- elves are generally pale, but he's a little bit paler.
Paler for an elf. Oh man. Okay. Hmm. I'm gonna take the glove and the pearl apart and put them in like both sides of my separate pockets.
I want you to roll Elion a sanity check, please.
Oh, oh man, that taxes sanity. Okay.
21.
Okay,
I think that's the highest sanity roll to date.
it is. Um, you slowly return in among the living. Basically, you feel that you are, um, you still don't remember a lot of stuff, but this time you were out a little bit longer than the times before.
I stand up and I look at Shireen and I say, "You little," and uh, I cast a shadow blade in my hand. So
Okay.
you see shadow suddenly collecting in my hand, and there forms a shadow blade.
Okay.
Now, there'll be plenty of fighting for when we get down there.
And I walk to Shireen and I hold the blade up against this throne.
I just look him in the eye, waiting for his move.
What are you gonna do? Are you because yeah, you have cast it now, so you should roll for it.
But only if I attack. It's a weapon.
I know it's there, and you
It's there.
feel the blade closer and closer. How are you gonna keep your nerve,
I am.
Ilion? And you are too, Serene?
I'm not moving.
Okay, both of
I'm
you.
gonna separate the two of them with my spear.
Okay. While you holding it very tight against him, you get right in right in front of you cuts a spear run of your face. You recoil. And what do you say, Void?
That's enough now. We got plenty of fighting to do down there. And you gotta explain as to what the hell that is.
What is?
I'm just gonna give him like that eyebrow raised look that just like just very clearly look at the sword at this shadow weapon.
Do I recognize the that shadow spell?
Ooh, roll a Arcana.
Also, I think at this moment it dissipates.
18.
18. You definitely seen this before, and it was applied to you when you were traveling and going to another location. You lost quite a lot of coin that night when that happened.
That is a random spell for thieves. I faced it before. They stole me.
I never stole from anyone.
Oh no. What did you do with the glove in my pocket again?
Well, there was another. That is another story.
You say potato, I say potato. Anyway,
Don't worry.
for me things are okay as long as you stop threatening me with your shadow magic. We have to know what the glove and the pearl are and what is the weird connection between these two objects and Elvis.
I have no clue.
By the way, Void, why don't you try dressing the glove and touching the pearl to see if we go down or it's just him? Because up to this moment, only I worn the gloves and touched the pearl. If you want, Sir Alperius, and I say that in the most pompous way, you could wait outside so that we make sure that it is not something contained by physical space.
I could also put on the glove and touch the pearl and see what happens.
So that you run away with it?
Hold on, Sareem. He doesn't even know where he could run away to.
What
Okay,
the
you've got a
hell?
point. Be my guest.
I wait for Foy to give it the glove and the pearl.
Yeah,
Secretly, I am inside, rooting that El Paris is the one that drops the ground.
yeah. I'll hand him the glove and like very begrudgingly hold over the hand
I
over the pearl.
I'll first put on the glove and then I'll grab the pearl and put the pearl in the glove.
Okay. When you make the connection between the two and you put it in the glove, right? Like shove it in
No,
or
I want to
on.
hold it, hold it,
I want to
hold it,
hold it. Okay.
hold.
Okay. Because that is a difference if you put it in the glove or if you put it
What?
and you touch it
Is it
and you
like a
grab it.
gauntlet, like with this slot thing?
It's like a gauntlet. Yes, 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 yes. It's
Oh,
What's the material?
yeah.
leather. Yeah,
Leather.
leather. And
Leather, dude.
it's decorated with raven feathers and some metal work. So a little bit of woodwork, but mostly metal work.
Hmm.
Um, all right. While you hold it, you drop on the floor.
Of course. He's not lucky.
You open up your hand. Well, because you fall, you open up your hand, and then immediately you wake up again.
Yeah,
Fuck.
this these things they are elvish phobic, dude. I think we should not get them close enough to you. But it really increases my suspicion that the hobgoblins might be after this. Because if these two items can affect elves, they could get rid of an entire race.
I am gonna try and grab the pearl with my bare hands.
I'm gonna stop him before that.
Okay. Do a dex. Yeah, do a acrobatics, Void.
Oh
Do
no,
I also
not
roll?
If you want to contest it, yes.
Yeah, I want to contest it.
And you have to do the
15.
same thing. You do a dex save.
All right. 19.
Damn.
What did you roll?
No, I did a 15.
While you do this, um, you hold it, and you feel that it burns in your hand.
I let
And
go.
in this process, while it burns, you feel that you feel warmth. You let it go. You drop it, or what you gonna do?
How much burn? Does it really hurt or is it like a
No, it's
slight
like
burn?
putting your hand into hot water, and not overly hot water, but just warm bath water.
Oh, then I'm gonna keep holding on to it.
Okay. Then I want you to do a sanity roll, please.
Oh no.
And 7.
Yeah.
Void and Surim see that your hand is slowly changing. You you just enjoy the moment, but they see it slowly changing into something more with a tan, more reddish. But at the same time, see another part of your body decay.
when we see that, I'm gonna use the blunt end of my spear and like smack his hand like you would with a ruler. Just
As Void does that, I'm going to shout, "Drop it!"
Well, because you got the smack on the hands, you're gonna drop it automatically, and it falls on the floor.
Your
I'm
hand is
gonna
dying.
How do you mean? It felt great.
look at your other hand.
I look at my other hand. Do I see anything?
No, and neither do Void and Serene.
What do you
What?
mean?
I'm gonna pick up the pearl.
That is bizarre. We saw your hand dying, like becoming all purplish, grayish, and it seemed cold and stiff. It looked like an undead.
That's weird.
I'm gonna pick up the pearl, like kind of with caution after seeing that,
Hmm.
and I grab it. Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing happens to
Hmm.
you. You don't feel anything. It doesn't affect Ilion either.
I'm gonna pocket it and ask for the glove back so that we can head back to the church.
I'll give him the glove.
Hmm. I'll wear
Oh,
it too on my right hand.
Are you gonna wear it?
Yeah, I'm gonna wear the glove.
Okay.
I just don't have the pearl with it.
All right.
sorry, Void. Would you mind if I caps the pearl? Just in case you don't accidentally touch the pearl with the foot glove and our friend here drops to the ground again.
I suppose that's right. Yeah, and I'll hand him the pearl with my non-gloved hand.
You feel also a strange sensation, Void.
Hmm. Oh no, that's
You still feel the feeling of a warmth, like a hand going into a bath.
hmm. When that happens, I'm just kind of like shake it off a little bit and just start marching towards the church.
Okay. I want you to do a sanity roll, please.
Oh, I always love rolling my sanity. Oh, oh. I take it back. This is not the highest. I rolled a 25.
Okay. It seems do you get the feeling, that warm feeling now reaching your arm, your elbow, your shoulder, and while you are wearing it, uh, this feeling spreads around your body. Surim, you do see that Ilion is getting grayer and grayer.
Uh, are you okay, Sir Berries?
Am I feeling worse? Or
You feel more tired.
I'm just getting a bit tired, I think.
Hmm. Well, that's probably because your nameplate usually does not follow the same as ours. Omaro, just to let you know, when it shows the race and class, your Paris shows the name and vice versa.
Sorry?
Sorry, my OCD is screaming. Every
Amazing.
time my nameplate, mine and Void's nameplate are Surim and Void, his nameplate is with his race and class.
Oh.
When we are like race class, his nameplate is name.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
tried to keep it in, but actually it got me really stressed out.
The willpower.
Let me sync it back. It should sync back. Oh,
All
it's
right.
not.
By
It's
the
not.
way,
Yeah.
is the pearl in my pocket?
The pearl is. Are you holding the pearl still, Void?
No, I handed it to Serene.
Okay.
So I'm not
And
quickly placing my pocket.
and returns to this former state that you got to know him?
Okay, I think the problem here is exposition to the pearl. Now, why? I don't know, because I've been in contact with the pearl for a long time. Drogo had been in contact with the pearl for a long time before his untimely demise. And Void has also been in contact with the pearl. So, what do you have connected to souls or death or darkness, or maybe you owe something to the Raven Queen?
Um, I don't know.
And with that response, my dear friends, I thank you for playing tonight. Let's keep this mystery up a little bit longer. What is going on? What is going on?
I have my own theories.
Of course, of course, of
Of
course.
course.
I would like to thank the viewers for watching this episode. It was a little bit of a slower episode, but because, yeah, we still had to introduce a new character. And how do you feel, Gus, playing this character?
Great. Well, great. Different. It's
What is
completely
this
new
character?
character. What is this? Also, yeah, I still need to. I saw you did you have the class, only half of the class,
Yeah,
but
yeah, you still have to. Oh, you have still have to. Yep. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
um, but no, it's a different character, uh, but a really different character, and
Is it a hex blade? Oh no.
no, it's not a hexblade.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's begin with you. What are you going to do today, Gus? I mean, this week.
Gonna program for my internship all week, so I've got a busy week. And
And Sai,
that's it.
what do you have to what do you have to plug this week?
Join our Discord down below. We're always there and active, ready to talk to you guys. If you ever miss seeing Drago, you can always go back and watch past streams.
Yeah. You will find us at our YouTube Nation of Dice. Kyle, what are your plans today? Are you going to stream this week?
Hopefully, yes. I'm streaming on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm streaming on my channel, probably some League of Legends or Dead by Daylight or something like that. Uh, maybe I'll be able to stream on Thursday here, especially because I have to build up a character for Arcana RPG.
Hmm?
Actually, it's a Rune Arcana, which is a RPG system for the League of Legends universe. So I'm going to
Oh,
start playing a game in that system to check how it is. But
interesting, interesting.
maybe I'll create a character on Nation of Dice stream on Thursday.
Oh, great. That's excellent. I've never heard of a system like that. It's interesting.
It's
Well,
being recently developed, actually.
oh, that's the fun. If you are just recently starting with a new development, then it's really fun to see how that evolves. Because
Yeah.
sometimes you don't end up with the same game that you started with. Okay, well, I am not going to plug anything this week because I thought had time for my podcast, which I didn't. Also, I didn't have any time to play a game this week. I might do that maybe Friday. I'm not sure if I can find the time. Because last weekend I had a birthday to go to, so I sometimes stream on Saturdays occasionally when there's nothing, and I mean nothing going on. But everybody knows if you have a social life, it's gonna be busy. Who are we going to raid today?
We're going to rate Sensei Suplex. We have already rated them. They are now playing Dungeons and Dragons, and they are LGBTQIA community.
Excellent. Well, the last thing I am normally always saying, the last thing I'm normally always saying is tot ziens. Watch our latest episodes on Nation of Dice YouTube, and of course the episode of last week is now on online. So if you missed last week when we had to say goodbye to Drogo, that was a tough episode. It was a kind of a surprise to the others. Uh, but we did plan it, guys. We did plan it. um, then please take a look, take a gander, and yeah, just check out the Discord, like Sai said. I wish everybody a good week, a healthy week. Stay safe, and dot scenes, right?
Bye.
Bye. Send the raid.
Okay, cool. Let me stop the stream. Hey, YouTube, you're still there. I'm gonna
Bye,
stop it.
YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye.
Bye.